Right, let's take you to the Western Cape now. It's all systems go for the Cosatu march against violent crime as well as the rise in fuel prices. The Trade Union Federation will be joined by its affiliates and says it's expecting hundreds of citizens and frustrated workers to join this march. For the latest, let's bring in Nasiphi Same, who is watching developments ahead of this protest, or this march, perhaps I should say. And Nasiphi, I wonder whether we know what form this kind of march will take in a context where Cosatu and the SACP, by extension, have always faced criticism for not really addressing these issues with the ANC, which they're in co-governance with, as opposed to involving the public in this way.
Well, and as you put it, fortunately for me, I do have the Provincial Secretary of Cosatu in the Western Cape who will be able to answer that question. And they've been planning this strike, if you put it, march as well, to local, provincial, including Parliament, where they are calling for government to put a cap on the violent crimes in the Western Cape, including the amounts that people are paying in terms of exorbitant fuel prices, as we do know that the increase in fuel price then means that citizens have to dig deeper into their pockets. The increase of taxi fare, bus fare, including food prices as well, which Cosatu is saying that they have a concern for. However, just yesterday, ahead of the strike by Cosatu, the Premier of the Western Cape highlighted that this is not a time to protest, nor is it a time to march. However, called on the union and its affiliates to meet him around the table as to how best they can tackle the situation, as he believes that this is now a time to jumpstart the economy. But I'm joined here by Marvin de Bruin, who is from Cosatu in the province. Marvin, thank you so much. One would ask the question as to why are you not talking to your affiliates, or rather the governing party, in regards to some of the questions and concerns that you have, seeing that policing is also an issue of national government?
Yeah, as Cosatu, good morning. As Cosatu, we've been talking with the national government, we've been talking to the city as well as the province. They are all in line with the law. They are all here to deal with issues of crime in this province. And when we submitted our application to NATLAC 4 years ago, we cited the city, the province as well as national government, because you know the city, when it comes to politics, they're very quickly to jump on the bandwagon to say, no, let's give the responsibility of the police to the province. So for them it's about grandstanding to talk about crime, and it suits them. You have the city police or law enforcement, they are here. We're spending taxpayers' money on those forces, but they don't play the role that they should play in this province to curb the high level of violence. So the city can't come here, the province can't come here now claim that they are waiting to talk. As Cosatu, we've been inviting the province and Premier specifically on more than 4 letters, asking them, please meet with us to talk about issues affecting the people of the western of the province.
What do you hope to yield from this protest and strike, seeing that you're saying this issue dates back to 4 years ago? The governing party has not tended to those letters that you've written, including the Premier and the city, as you put it. So what are you hoping to achieve from this march if 4 years down the line nobody has listened to you?
Yeah, what happened, the discussion was over 4 years under the auspices of NATLAC. The letter that I'm referring to was the letters that has been sent to the Premier of this province, because the Premier has released a statement a day before yesterday stating that the Cosatu must come and talk to them about these issues. And